Watercooler. 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 Hey, welcome to Watercooler. Thank you so much for tuning in. Oh, yes. You know how this show goes. I, Chris Loxamana, kick it with my cruel digital bud and Matt and Kaylin. We're fresh off our Patreon meetup, and man, I feel good. That's a good way to kick things off, I think, for anything, definitely. Really. But let me introduce everybody who's here. So all the way in Northern Hollywood. Northern Hollywood.
Yes.
Mr. Mike Dawson.
Hi, Chris Loxamana.
Hey. Yeah, make sure to say something after I introduce you, so then the listener will know your voice. Because otherwise, you could just sound like any one of us. Yeah, they need to differentiate which one is you. And then all the way also in Northern Hollywood, California, it's Kalen Bean.
What's going on?
Hey, Kalen. And yes, Kalen has a Golden Tee arcade behind him. He's obviously at his other studio there where he records his podcasts, such as Bad TV.
That's right.
Yeah, it looks good though. And all the way in Austin, TX, it's Matt Fondelier.
Hey, brother.
Hi, Matt. All right,
Chris.
A lot going on. So first off, yes, fresh off the Malo Money meetup in Patreon, we had a lot of fun. People were driving. There were kids in the back seat. I saw a cat eating ice cream. I mean, we really did it all.
We covered the gamut.
Yeah,
Someone was either Spider-Woman or being dragged across the ground. It's still not entirely clear, but we saw some weird upside down shit.
Yeah, but unfortunately, we don't record those shows. So, but if it was something very bad, we really have no evidence of it, except maybe some eyewitnesses. Speaking of, if you're an eyewitness to a crime, I do question my ability to recall information. And Matt, I'm sure you see this a lot when you're doing your stories.
Sure.
Like, there are times when I just play mental games with myself when I'm driving, thinking, okay, if that car hit you, Chris, what was that license plate number? And I have no idea. I cannot recall that. And so it's unbelievable how people can do this to the point where, what were you doing on Tuesday, January 8th, 1999, try to figure out your alibi or whatever. It's like, I don't know where I was. So
I would say generally from my experience, this is general, there's obviously exceptions to this, but in the research that I've done on this topic, trauma is going to impact you one of two ways, generally speaking. You're either fucking not going to remember any of it, or it's just going to be so deeply implanted in you that you'll remember every detail. And I know that there's different shades of it, but I feel...
That's pretty good, Matt. No, I'm going to agree. I totally agree with that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
Right.
I wasn't sure if there's... I could hear air quotes, but I don't see
scientific to me. It seems scientific to me.
I felt air quotes too, so this is pretty wild.
It was like auditory air quotes. I don't know what you call those.
Yeah, air quotes and eye rolls. But
Great album.
There is also the part where I'd be too embarrassed if this happened. Like, okay, you saw the guy get away. What kind of car was he driving?
I'm agreeing with Matt.
Yeah,
he doesn't believe me.
I don't either, dude. I don't either. They asked me,
Jesus Christ.
What kind of car was that getaway car? And I'll just be like, it was a gray one. Like I can't recall car models very well, especially like if just like a regular sedan or something. So I'm trying to when I drive now, I'm trying to pay attention and like, okay, that's truck, that's a Toyota Tacoma, or that's a Nissan Sentra, and I'm trying to quiz myself and try to memorize license plates. Where I'm not paying as much attention to the road now, but you
should pay attention to driving, Chris.
I'm trying to exercise my brain just in case.
Paying attention to memorizing the cars around you,
just in case. I'm trying to turn into that Jason Bourne scene. My favorite Jason Bourne scene. So I'm trying to.
Oh, Chris. And use your windshield wipers more often.
I should. That one I definitely need to do. But yeah, I'm having to recall any of that stuff. I'm embarrassingly bad at it. So if anything happens in front of me, I'm the best person to commit a crime in front of me, is what I'm trying to say.
Good to know. Keep that in mind. Is the license plate really what you should be like trying to get anyway from this? Like if you're in a really bad car accident, that car's probably going to be there too.
Well, or what if I saw this car hit and run somebody and they asked me for something?
I see. Okay.
Yeah, because cars hit and
Makes
run
sense.
all the time. I'd be so effed if a car hit and ran me.
That happened to me fairly
Oh,
recently.
that's right. And Kalen, were you able to recall about that car?
It was black. It was a piece of shit. Don't remember any of the license plate. By the time I knew what happened, it was gone. I couldn't even see the license
If
plate.
you knew the license plate, would that have been helpful?
Yeah, I probably would have reported it or tried to do something with that information. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And not even just cars, people. Oh, how tall was that guy? 6'1" to maybe it was a little short.
Chris, this is a fine line. There's a fine line between vigilant citizen and paranoid occupant.
Where do I lie?
Mm-hmm.
It's a fine line, man. Be
Vigilant
careful.
occupant.
Is all I'm saying.
Just how do we put air quotes in front of Dawson's screen? Because I feel like that's just how he's communicating with us these days. Yeah, so I'd be a terrible witness. I'd be, or if someone tries to like one of those sketch artists, those police sketch artists that try to, what do you look like? There's no way I'd be able to do this. So, yeah, as I said, best person to commit a crime in front of. All right. Anyway, so I was walking my boy around today. So Jen. She's been watching the boy a lot while I've been working, so I said, hey, get a massage today. Go get a massage. I'll handle the boy. So we walk over. We go over to 2nd Street, Kalen. You know 2nd Street.
Sure.
And she goes and gets her massage. So I have about an hour of just walking this guy around. Yeah. So I have the bassinet in the stroller, and I'm walking by, and at first, whenever I walk him around, I don't know why, but I get mildly insulted that not everybody is peeking inside to tell me how cute this baby is. Like, they just walk by me. They're just walking by me. Like, you guys aren't going to say anything? Like, look at me. I have a freaking baby in this bassinet. You're not even going to peek in and tell me how cute you think this baby is? You're just going to go on with your life?
That used to happen all the time.
Yeah. It has like the hood.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So you kind of have to make an effort to look, but it's just me. Like, it's either a baby or it's a bunch of soda cans, whatever. But
That's right.
Yeah, but if you think about the reverse, those people walking by, and yeah, it would be nice to see a cute baby, but it could also come off as very weird that you're like really trying to get a good look.
Hey, let me see that baby. Can I see that baby? Let me see that baby.
Let me see the baby.
I see that baby. Oh, I see that baby.
Yeah.
One lady did did a double take. She wasn't as creepy as Matt was when what he just did, but she stops and she goes, "Hey," and I turn back. She walked by me a little bit. And she goes, "What's in there?"
That's when you say cans. Just cans.
They're just cans.
I still don't understand what
It's a
that
speed
was.
reference. A reference to
No,
speed.
no.
Did you?
Okay.
Why in the movie?
Oh, why was that woman
Feeling around
carrying
the
cans? I don't know. That's
Why
true.
would-
She's like a home. I think she's a crazy homeless
I think she's a
woman.
crazy homeless person. Yeah.
She's
So
with
it's like
another
collecting-
one, and they're both fairly.
Oh, they look
dressed.
normal?
They're not. Yeah, they look very
Okay.
normal, and they're like together and just out for a stroll. but they're
She's
cans.
prudent with her money. She's gonna go collect some recycling.
Yeah.
And Sandra Bullock ruined
You
it
never-
for everybody.
I feel like it's not 50-50. Maybe at least 25% just living in Los Angeles. There's a good chance that that's dog. That's not baby. That's a dog in there.
Oh,
There's
yeah,
plenty of times
certainly.
when I
So
thought that
I did
maybe
walk by
from-
some dog strollers.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, that's interesting.
also while walking, well, especially since having this baby and getting all the gear for it, like I'm looking at everyone's hardware now. I'm looking at what their holsters, their strollers, their car seats. Like I'm paying attention. Like, what kind of hardware you
You're
rocking?
rocking. Yeah.
Yeah, Kaylin, I'm sure you were the same way. So
Yeah. When I was at your house, I was like, look at this cup you got over
Oh,
here.
yeah, that's
Why
right,
didn't I
that's
get
right.
one of these when the girls were younger?
that's
That's a
right.
cup. Good
So
Sippy cup? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
oh yeah, sippy cup.
Yeah.
Solid.
Chris already had those.
Okay,
Great.
man. There we go. It was only a matter of time. So yeah, so she's like, "What's in there?" I was like, "Oh, it's a baby boy." And I sounded confused because that was a weird question. I've never had to answer that. Like, it's a baby boy.
Should've
So
said-
now
you should've
now
said,
I look shady.
I think
now,
it's a I'm not
because I don't
sure.
even have Jen with me, so I'm just this guy walking around this bassinet that's closed. I'm like, I swear it's a baby. Just take my word for
And
it.
you know, yeah. She may think you're 15
Oh yeah, I certainly could look young. So yeah,
with a beard.
Yeah.
But she looked inside. She complimented the baby, and all was good. And now I'm walking around. I'm doing laps around 2nd Street, just trying to keep myself busy for an hour. And I'm like, okay, I should get a little.
Just trying to get more attention.
Oh yeah, definitely trying to get attention here. Like pausing in front of the patios, any of the outdoor seating, and pretend to look around. Maybe tilt him a little bit so they can see what's going on. Like, oh, sorry, I didn't realize I was on that slant there. And so I'm looking for a snack, and I'm thinking, I should wait for Jen to eat, so I'll just get something to drink. And they have a juice place, like just a regular, just get your juices. And I go in, and they're out of like a lot of the green juices, but they have like those ginger shots. Have you guys ever done that? Just taking a shot of ginger juice?
No. Sounds horrible.
You just take wheatgrass shots and call
it's like a wheatgrass shot. Yeah, but now whatever.
Only worse.
It's ginger, cayenne pepper, and lemon juice.
Oh, sounds good.
You take a shot. It's great.
I would drink
I've been
that
doing
if
it.
somebody handed it to me.
Yeah.
It actually tastes good.
Yeah, it's great. It's a spicy meatball for sure, but it's.
I like
This is like instead of a cup of coffee, you just have a shot of this, and you're fucking.
I don't think it's really, it does wake you up. I don't think its intention is. I think it's like it actually has some health benefits to it, but because it's really really strong. Like you can't get more than just a shot of it. So I've been doing this for years. Right? I've been taking these shots for years because I used to work at like a place that made them. So I go, okay, I'll take the ginger and cayenne and lemon shot.
How much does one of these shots cost?
It's $4.
Okay.
They don't put bourbon in it.
No, I know. No booze. I know. There's no Michelin star for this place. So she goes and she gets the little glass. Oh no, it's not even a glass. It's like what they put sauces in, like the little those plastic ramekins. And she has the mixture and she's about to pour it. She goes, "Do you want an orange slice?"
Little garnish.
It's like a chaser, right? Like like a lime
Like a
with
tequila
lemon.
shot. Yeah.
And I look at her. I'm like, "No, I'm good." And she goes, "Okay." And she stops again. "Are you sure you don't want the orange slice?" And I look at her.
I'm starting to think this
now
doesn't as good as you're claiming.
I'm insulted. Like,
Yeah.
no, she just thinks I can't hang. She thinks
she's
I can't.
calling
I'm
you a
like,
liar.
I've been taking this shot for years,
Or she knows something you don't know.
and I've been doing it no chaser. Okay, straight zero chaser. Whenever
But
I've been taking this shot,
there's apparently supposed to be
Right.
a chaser, which is leading me to believe this does not taste as good as you're claiming it does.
no, it doesn't.
Yeah,
it's not like
I already
it's
know
not
the
something
end
I
of this story.
crave. I do enjoy it, but yeah, Dawson already knows this. So I go, no, I don't need an orange. Please just pour this freaking shot. So she pours it, and I take a tiny sip. The spiciest fucking thing I've ever tasted in my life.
Yeah.
And I'm like, my eyes are watering.
Now you
and
have
now
to ask. Now
I'm
you have to
trying
ask
so
for
hard
the
just
orange
not
slice.
to cough. And I look at this lady, and I just do the head like, and then I just walk out. I just walk out with this drink. I just walk out.
Oh man,
Chris,
I'm not gonna ask for the freaking orange now. No, now I'm just walking out with this plastic thing of ginger juice, and I'm just like, and the stroller. I'm having trouble getting the stroller out because it's like a thin space, and my wheels hitting the door, and I'm like, all right, thanks, but just really mouthing it because I can't speak right now. My vocal cords are done. I can't even inhale or exhale. It's just trying not to cough this thing out as my eyes are tearing up. And yeah, it was insanely embarrassing. But I had to leave there with my head held high, and which I think I did. And I eventually finished the shot.
No, humility is a wonderful thing sometimes. You could have gotten an orange slice out of it, and you probably would have enjoyed that so much more. And you could have looked at the lady and said, "You know what? You are right. I need that orange shot, please."
That's what I thought the head nod was for when you initially told the story.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
That's what I thought.
I get it. I get it now. All right, give me the slice. My B.
The head nod was
he's too proud.
the head nod was have a nice day.
Yeah.
See you never.
And I'm totally
And I
cool.
left. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I had to do. And I don't
should have given it to the baby.
I should the orange. I don't think I'm allowed to feed him
just,
anything.
Just said, "Yeah, that's good," and then went to feed it to the baby and watched the look on her face.
Jen wasn't very happy, so I get a text. So now I'm done walking, and as I get a text from Jen like, "Hey, my wallet's in the stroller, and I need to tip the lady. Can you meet me? I'm almost done with the massage." So I go back to the massage place, and I walk in with the stroller, and Jen's not out, and I go, "So how much for a massage for the baby?"
What do they say?
She started laughing a little bit, and literally as I was asking, Jen walks out and she goes, "I'm sorry, he's stupid."
That's amazing.
That's pretty good.
But
That's
yeah, and then
awesome,
and then we
though.
pay and we go and have lunch and argue about our and I argue about her core shirt, which was a whole meetup conversation anyway. Well, that was yeah. So that I still am like tasting this ginger shot. So yeah, take the orange slice. But here's the thing: I'm not a chaser guy. Like even when I take shots like tequila, whiskey, I never take the chaser. I never do the lime. I don't need it. I typically don't need it.
Here's the thing, though. When somebody asks you twice,
that's
it's usually a clue that they know something that you don't know.
This is right.
And then maybe it's a character flaw of mine. But when somebody offers me something and then they go twice, just to shut them up, I will take it and walk away. You know, just to end this whole thing that we've got going on about the orange slice.
You're right. I was too proud.
So,
Matt, what is your chaser of choice? I bet I know what it is. You seem like
don't.
Okay. If I give you a shot of whiskey, here let's do a little role playing here.
All right.
All right.
Hey, what's up, man? This place is great.
Get the fuck out of my bar, dude. No,
All right,
sorry. You're right. Sorry, that's not good improv. I'm sorry, that was bad. That okay. Let me reset. Hey, welcome to the bar, sir.
What's up, dude?
Hi.
Love
What
the
would you
hat.
like? What? Hey, we're giving you shots of whiskey with your chaser of your choice.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
All right. So here's the whiskey. What's your choice
All
of
right.
chaser?
What do you suggest? And seed.
Yeah. Ooh.
I guess
answer the
Coke. I
question.
guess Coca-Cola.
You're a Coke guy.
I don't
You're a
know.
Coca-Cola
Yeah,
guy.
I guess.
No, but look, you're using
Sprite?
the wrong drink. It can't be whiskey. It has to be like Goldschlager or something that, that you definitely want a fucking chaser out.
Yeah.
Okay. It's
So,
it's
Matt,
Bacardi
you're gonna have a shot of
151.
Goldschlager. What are you
I'm
asking
still
for
going
right
with
after
Coke.
this?
I'm going for Coke. I think that's just
There you go.
it's just like a classic mouthwash.
Here's the
you
thing.
know?
You're
It's
right,
just-
but I think the carbonation would
After
actually
you do the line of Coke, what are you asking for?
the carbonation, like after taking something that kind of is already burning on its way down, and then you do carbonation, it's like you might as well just take Pop Rocks and swallow them whole. Would it be weird if I asked the bartender for apple juice? Because it's
Yes.
smoother and sweeter.
You may as well show them the sippy cup at that point.
Because I think apple juice would be a pretty damn good chaser.
Just go with lemonade if you want to go into the
Too
fruit world.
too much citric acid in that. I'm trying to ease the burn.
Okay.
So I think something smooth like apple
Just
juice.
ask for milk. Ask them if they have a nice big glass of milk.
Yeah, I'll take a milk.
Some appy juicy and some milk, please.
Yeah, I'm just saying it sucks that kids, like children, have claimed food that I enjoy, and now whenever I order it, it's like, oh, little baby wants his milk or his apple juice. Like I do love apple juice. I would love to order an apple juice sometimes, or I love chicken tenders. And whenever I order chicken tenders, somebody's like, "How old are you? Are you 7? What are you doing?" And
I guess it depends on the location.
yeah, I guess it does. But like, because
You
I
know
go
what they say.
and by the way, the one who does that
If you go to
gas
a fucking
station.
steakhouse and you order chicken tendies,
Yeah.
then we have to talk.
Yeah, then we're
right. No, it's usually
You're
like when
Chick-fil-A, it's forgivable.
okay, yeah, but chicken tendies like at a restaurant, a sit-down restaurant, you order chicken tendies. You
Got questions.
yeah, you got questions.
Chicken tendies and an apple juce, please.
but- yeah. Like, look,
you want
we
to see our
just
brunch menu? No.
Yeah, no, I'm good. You got chicken tendies?
yeah, I'll just have an order of your finest chicken tendies, please. And some apple juice. Yeah, see that would be weird, but it's not fair that these kids have claimed these fantastic foods.
Oh, you don't have dino-shaped nuggets here? That's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, see, it will be a problem. I don't know. So
I'm gonna
I
get an
just
adult
I don't
beverage.
think
I'll be right back.
I don't think it's fair. By the way, we do have the comments going, the live comments as well. And Eric Jenks, who is at the meetup, he's watching the show live right now. He messaged. He says apple juice is great with whiskey, so he gets. So maybe I'm on to something here.
It's probably okay with rum too.
Yeah,
yeah, but I'm sure it's.
Kalen, you come across a lot of apple juice in your life these days. That'd be pretty good, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, Kalen, he brought juice boxes to my house the other day, Doss. He just
Yeah.
travels with with juice
Yeah,
boxes.
I just travel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta always have
a
handy.
you got a keep cool knapsack.
I got the satchel. I don't think you might not have been here for that.
Okay, but that's not. I remember you got the satchel, but does it stay cool? You know, is it refrigerated?
No, it's not that high tech. No.
You got to up
I got
your
a basic
game,
one
bro.
now, yeah.
Yeah.
I
You gotta just
I'm
buy
learning
one
more
of those
about the
cool
satchel.
bags and
I
put
got
it
it
in
too
there.
small, and I got it too hot. I need to get the cool,
Yeah.
the cool bigger. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
you can just get one of those bags, one of those heat bags.
Yeah, get a heat bag.
They sell them at
Heat
grocery
bag.
stores
Yeah.
and shit. Heat and cool bag.
Could
A
use
heat
that for my
bag sounds
chicken wings,
disgusting.
for sure.
Why would you need a heat bag?
For chicken wings, I got to keep them warm, baby. I got a long drive to do.
Yeah,
Those
come
suckers.
on, dude. When
I
you're
don't know.
taking care of your
It's not hot
kids
enough.
and you got hot wings in your satchel, you gotta.
I guess a
Can you
heat
imagine
bag.
I'm with kids and I just pull out a chicken wing and then start eating.
I guess a heat bag is like what the pizza delivery guy has.
You got the blue cheese dressing.
It's like one of those coin things on the belt, but instead it's just dipping sauce.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, it's dipping.
Yeah, I like this.
I
I
love
like
it.
this idea. This sounds
Yeah.
fun.
Okay, yeah, let's get you a
Instead
heat
of
satchel.
dropping out a quarter, which I mean those things are long gone, but we should bring it back with just some dipping sauce. Ranch in one, a little ketchup in another.
Yeah.
Yep.
Remember how everyone was trying to get
You
that
can have
Szechuan
the
sauce
little
back?
cups, the little cups that have it in and out. You know, you just pull that off the bottom of one thing, and then you
Squirt, and you're good, ready to go.
hit the barbecue sauce on your other belt,
Dude.
and then
I love this.
and then you take your dino nugs.
Art Cuban, where you at, dude?
I had a friend who
Ooh,
would bring
work.
McDonald's sweet and sour
The
sauces.
wing vest.
McDonald's sweet and sour sauces to other restaurants, and it was insanely embarrassing because he just loved that sauce on everything.
Caitlin was so excited. Caitlin was so excited with that Szechuan sauce.
Oh yeah,
Back
Yeah.
I
at
got
McDonald's.
it too. I
And
fucking
the
got
only
it.
reason why,
Rick and Morty.
the only reason why was Rick and Morty.
Yeah, Kalen was super into that Szechuan sauce at McDonald's. He was part of the
You
movement to
don't
bring it back.
understand because it was so good too. Let's bring it back. Come on, you can do it.
They really could do it.
Asian flavor kick to it. You're not getting that with any
Oh,
McDonald's
that's so
sauces.
funny.
Yeah. Kalen,
So
would it be what would it take for you to just walk into an In-N-Out, order a small drink, but then instead of filling it with soda, you fill it with the ketchup at the dispenser?
And film it. What am I doing?
Yeah, you're just.
I don't know. A steak quarter.
Oh well, I know we have a quarter update, so I'm glad you bring that up. So before we get to the quarter update, though, which I'm excited for, why don't we do some listener comments?
Now it's time for listener comments.
All right, and once again, these are all comments found within our Facebook group, and if you're not a part of this Facebook group, you're missing out because it's a lot of fun. And all you have to do is just go to facebook.com/groups/BoboBoyArmy Worldwide LLC. You answer a few questions, we might let you in. And it's my favorite place on the internet. Really, really fun, great community of like-minded people as yourself. And by like-minded, I mean you just like good stuff. You like the finer things in life. And you enjoy the show. You enjoy good things. So join this group.
Steve Winwood.
If you like Steve Winwood.
You know?
Yeah.
The finer things are shining through.
Yeah. What's the other Steve Winwood song?
In you.
Yeah.
Bring me a higher
Your love.
Da-na-na-na-na-na.
Yeah, that's right. If you like Steve Winwood, that's a good song, by the way.
And then, of course, John Barleycorn is dead, but that's way back with Traffic.
That's right. But still, we can talk about this in the group, amongst other things, like this comment from Nicholas Doivetter.
Hey, Nicholas. Sounds like a new
What's up,
commenter.
dude?
I don't
Welcome
recognize
to
his
the new
name.
thing.
Yeah, Nicholas. Well, he was listening to our last episode. Remember how Dawson said, if you have pineapple decoration, then it means you're a swinger?
Never happened.
You
I don't
did
think
say
Dawson
that.
brought that up, but
I know I
somebody
did.
brought it
I
up.
did.
Dawson
Was
absolutely
I did.
did.
Yes, Matt, I did.
I did remember somebody
Now
bringing
you
it
can
up.
believe me. Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is why it's so confusing.
So Dawson brought that up. He said, "Oh, I heard if you have pineapple decorations, it's like a sign that you're a swinger." Well, Nicholas
Yes.
shines some new light onto this. He says, "By the way, the whole pineapple swinger thing is if it's upside down. So the pineapple, if you have an upside down pineapple, that is how you know it's a swinger." He says, "My wife and I have plenty of pineapple decorations right side up, based on a disagreement we had about how they grow. Everyone always makes fun of us when they hear about pineapples, but we've checked. So, Matt, it's safe to wear your shirt." And he provided a link. But yeah, so it's the upside down pineapple that shows that you're down a swing.
Gotcha.
Good to know.
Good
to know.
Right. Yeah. So there we go.
Now, what if you prefer pineapple juice as a chaser after a shot? What does that say about you?
I don't.
Sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah, pineapple juice is great. Pineapple, you don't even need it as a chaser. Just pour it in whatever liquor you're drinking. Pineapple juice is a fantastic addition to your alcoholic beverage, I think. But as a chaser, might be a little too citric-y. I don't know, whatever.
Citric-y.
Citrusy?
Cyclical. It might be cyclical.
Or it's just acidic. It's too acidic. And I think that's why you need the apple juice.
Acetaminophen.
Yeah. Johnny Shine says, "At the high school I work at, we have a racing simulator in the driver's ed room. I was hanging out there one day, and one of my students walks in while kids are racing. He goes, 'Oh, is this the racist room?' I couldn't contain my laughter, and now I can't unhear that phrase." Yeah, two wildly different things. But did you guys ever do the simulators when you were in driver's ed?
I just remember Corolla had a racing simulator, and at some point I was tasked with trying to build that thing, and that was a goddamn disaster. I don't know if that thing ever actually worked. It seemed like it could be so awesome, and it just never quite worked the way it was supposed to, right?
I forget who the guy who got it working was, but it was one of the younger guys that worked for us.
It was Nick. Okay.
Well, whoever got it up came to me and said, "I can't drive a stick, so can you try this thing?" And I'm like, "Fuck yeah!" So I got to be the first to race on that thing, dude. It is awesome.
Yeah, and
it's difficult. It's not
like
easy.
It's like a 3-screen view with 3 big monitors, and it was pretty cool once you got it up and running. Matt, take our word for it. Now,
sorry to interrupt, but I gotta go in like 5 minutes.
Okay,
so
let's do a quarter update before you leave.
Yeah, let's break.
All right.
So
quarters. I don't have the intro.
Oh, you don't have the quarters.
Let's play quarters.
Oh wait. Okay, hold on. I thought I'd have the intro here too.
Okay, go ahead.
I've gotten 4 state quarters in the last 2 weeks. Actually, I was not here last week.
Oh,
God, $1.
Now remember, last quarter update, Kalen had the most epic of quarter updates, where I think he got 4 brand new ones, because for some reason he does quarter updates and he does repeats, and it drives me nuts. It drives everybody nuts. Yet he still decides to continue going on about his life this way. But he has 4 quarter updates. No reason to get excited yet until I hear if these are brand new states that he's never had yet. But let's do it, Kalen, because I'm hearing everybody's kind of money. All these states are congregating to their respective capitals and such, and they're ready to hear if their state, if they get the call.
Well, like I said, I got 4 in the last 2 weeks, and it is Hawaii, Georgia, Nebraska, and Kentucky.
He has all those. He has all those already. They're all freaking
I'm just
repeats.
glad you're making money, my friend. That's $1 that is now yours to spend, and I'm just
it's my change, so I'm actually spending money. I'm losing money here. I guess I'm saving it, but luckily I do have something fun, even though they're all repeats. Somebody sent this to the studio, and Chris gave it to me when I went over to his house on Sunday. And unfortunately, we don't know who this person is.
Yeah, so if you sent this to me, please make yourself known.
Yeah, and you're going to have to tear up on the video tier to see it. So you're going to have to... But
this is a free show. You can just go on YouTube, I think.
Oh, okay.
It's huge, dude.
Yeah, it is big.
Yeah, hold it up next to your head
dick
so we
away.
can see.
Show us what you're going to show us. You're welcome.
Yeah, it's like twice the size of my head, and it is a fancy U.S. quarter and territory quarters too. I now have more than just the state quarters.
Yeah, so this is a substantial like booklet, but I mean it's one page, but it's a U.S. map for those. I mean we've been talking about cartography for a while, so of course we have a map here. So we have the U.S. map, and each state has a quarter-shaped hole in it to where Kalen can fill it. Are the names of the states in there too, Kalen? Because there's no way you're going to figure out what state
that
it
was
is.
my question, because I think the whole idea was to have Kalen have a blank map, and then he has to try to figure out where the quarter belongs. But
I mean, I fear
that map may be labeled.
We just need to maybe tape over the state, and then I could do it all, and then just rip off the tapes and see. But I mean, I'm still down to do that. Just because I see it here now doesn't mean I'm gonna remember.
So it does have the state names on it.
Oh yeah, it's got the state names on it.
We gotta get those names covered at pronto.
Yeah, we'll cover the names.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I'm very excited for that.
So Kalen is filling. So he now has a place to store his quarters that is better than the little jar next on his bedside table with that he also keeps chapstick.
Your wife made
and
that,
and cough drops. But the beautiful little jar that he puts his cough drops and whatever fits in there, he'll throw it in there. So yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad for you to see, because now you can really map this out. So apologies to all the states who thought they were going to be celebrating today, and put that food on ice, because one day Kalen will give you the call. But anyway, that was a great quarter update, Kalen. Can't wait to see you fill this booklet out.
Yep.
Yeah.
And with that, I gotta go. So.
All righty, bye, Kalen. Thanks for joining us.
Good to see you, dude.
He has better places to be, I guess.
Yeah, he's got to go record a podcast that makes way more money than ours for some reason.
Even don't know where that is.
Way longer than they have. How is that possible?
Oh, is that true?
Oh yeah, dude. Let's just say I want to shame our audience here, because these people, the show that Keelan works for, their Patreon following is fucking gigantic. It is gigantic compared to our Patreon following. Frankly, I'm insulted. Matt. We've been around for so much longer. Our Patreon following should be way bigger than their Patreon following. Ooh, I'm getting emotional here.
I'm getting a little bitter.
Patreon.com/watercooler. Come on. We're going to let fucking Dylan win? Are you kidding me?
He did win the Hunger Dome.
I get that.
Yeah, no, that's a good point.
That's probably why. You know what it was?
It's Patrick, but way more Patreon followers than us. More.
It's the Hunger Dome momentum. Like, once you win that, I mean, you're
Hunger Domentum.
It's the Hunger Domentum. So that, and look, you win the Hunger Dome. Next, Matt, you should win the Hunger Dome if you really want more Patreon followers here. That just follow his lead. Don't let everybody get theirs, but just find out what he did and then just do it too. So win the Hunger Dome, and don't clean your office. All right. So let's get going with another comment here. Oh, by the way, speaking of racing simulators. The class I had, it was kind of like the Back to the Future ride at Universal Studios, or now the Simpsons ride. My teacher would put down, this was a 0 period, by the way. 0 period. I don't know if they still have 0 period, but they created a time for you to have a class before school actually starts. And
you know what that was for me? Band.
Yeah.
I'll put all the band nerds. Get up at 6 a.m. nerd. Play music nerd. Then you can go to school.
Yeah. You have 0 period. Band, driver's ed. Just like any like the extracurricular classes, right? So
homeroom. Stephanie Blaine mentioned.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
so
live chat, baby.
I do have the live chat. So I remember 0 period. So we go in there just super haggard, and then sometimes we'd have to use the simulators where it's like he had like 10 boxes. It almost looked like if you're in a bandstand, you know how everybody has like their own little podium and they play behind, they play their horns behind these podiums where they keep their music. So it kind of looked like that, but they had wheels and the gas. And so he would just play this thing on the overhead projector of this simulator, and he would just watch as everybody would just turn. And he knew all the little things. So it's like, all right, now we're going down the street, just ease into the gas. Ease into the gas. Watch out, there's a cat! And then a cat would just run across the freaking screen. Like, he knew all the cues. And it was so weird, because then he's like, and it would let you know if you hit you had a light. So if you're like, oh, Locks him on. You didn't brake early enough for that cat. You just ran over that cat, and he'd call you out for all the different.
Wow,
things.
that's fucking.
And that's
traumatizing.
how I learned how to drive. Was just this fake simulator.
Did
that
you
would
kill the
just
cat?
Shame you. Yeah, of course I killed that cat, dude. Not on purpose, but look, if that cat is just gonna run across the street like that, I mean, you know, birds do that a lot. I drive by way too many birds that just decide to just fly right in front of my car as close as they can before they get out of the way. They just cross me, like as if I'm a baseball that was just thrown from Randy Johnson's hand back in spring training of '90, whatever. Like they want me to hit them, and then they leave right there. And it's just so yeah. Any animals that dart across. Of course, I'm going to try to avoid it, but by the way, I will say I don't think, to my best of my knowledge, I've never ran over an animal, and I actually ran over an animal.
I ran over a squirrel one time when I was like 16, and I saw it in my little rear view mirror, and that image is forever
they'll
haunted
burn.
me.
That'll
for
burn
sure.
right.
I've seen a
in
lot
there.
of roadkill. Don't get me wrong, but that was the one and only time, and I was like, oh, that was painful.
Well, yeah.
How about you, Dawson?
I murdered a crow.
Yeah, Dawson ran over a
Murdered
crow once.
I think you
remember.
told us about that.
Yeah, I saw him right after this happened. He was really upset about it.
Yeah, it's fucking.
I'm
It's
still
pretty
upset
sad.
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not as upset though.
Yeah. All right. Ian Fitzgerald writes, an easy way to distinguish daylight savings time from standard time. All right.
There
Doss.
we go. Brace yourself for an overly long.
Exactly what we
Well, here's the thing. We all agreed, at least on this podcast last week, that just put PT, ET. Don't include the S or the
We
D
don't
in the
need
middle.
the middle one.
We don't
Right,
need the middle
right.
one.
We don't need the D.
We don't need to know it. You know what fucking time it is.
Yeah.
Save the D.
But if you want
Save the
to add it
D
in, if you want to go extra,
later.
if you want to go extra fancy, and really get specific here, okay, this is really confusing, but he says we spring forward into PDT into daylight time, and then we fall back to PST.
Pumpkin spice time.
Yeah.
I think
That's a good
maybe
idea.
That's what.
So
it
we
is.
fall back, as fall is pumpkin spice.
Yeah.
To pumpkin spice time.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Well, Matt just made it more coherent than the
God
comment did.
Yeah, Ian.
Pumpkin spice
How are
time.
you not relating this to the
Yeah.
cuisine of the time?
No, Ian and I, we shared a psychic connection. I knew
Come
what
on,
he meant.
Ian.
I was finishing the thought
Yeah.
for him.
Yeah. So anyway, thanks
Jesus.
Ian for that comment. But I think I think Matt figured
Matt
out
just trumped
pumpkin.
yours, so yeah. You're
Hey
out.
guys, you want to meet at 10 a.m. pumpkin spice time?
That's coming. That's coming this fall, baby. That's my
Yeah.
new. It's my first time of the year in January. That's my new. That's my new fucking fall treatment.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the
Oh,
new. What's the food that comes out? I can't remember it now. God damn it!
Pumpkin
You had
spice
another
time?
word for fall. You had another word for fall.
Autumn.
Had to do with yams or something.
Oh, raisin
Shit.
season.
Oh,
yeah.
raisin season.
Raisin
Yeah.
season.
That's right. That is,
Raisin season.
That
But yeah.
critical period of
Oh my God.
time when raisins are actually used in our foods.
Raisin season
Raisin season.
is during pumpkin spice time, though, right?
It is.
Yes,
It
it
continues
is,
through the
yeah.
end of the year.
The-
It continues a little further into the year, though.
Now, yeah, oh God, Shea Fondelays are going to be insufferable. Gary's going to shoot himself.
More
during-
insufferable.
yeah.
Let's be clear.
during the fall now. All right, Jamie Forrest writes, I thought everyone knew about the pineapple swinger thing, but I believe the official sign is the upside down pineapple. Signed, not a swinger.
So this is the new
Nice.
get your left ear pierced, or is that what it was? Or like wear a bandana in your back pocket or something. Like there's been these symbols through the era. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
mean,
know what I'm talking about. But
You
is
know,
that
now the swingers are gonna have to change their shit
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
because we all know.
Now we know. Now we know.
So
You
I was
know?
taking clothes out of the dryer the other day, and you know, if you have like a sock that's kind of rolled up, it doesn't dry all the way. Like if you throw
Yeah.
you throw it in. So I was taking everything out of the dryer. It's nice and dry. Everything was warm and dry, except I had a rolled up sock that was just a little less dry. but I don't want to run it through another dryer cycle. So I'm going to air dry this thing. So I take the sock and I put it on the doorknob.
Classic.
And then Jen comes home. She's like, why is there a sock on your doorknob? Because I guess that's the college thing.
Yeah, did you not know that?
Yeah, I do, but it's just like, we're at home. Like, why is it weird? I can't have a sock. Now, college kids ruin me having a sock on the doorknob the way kids ruin me having apple juice and chicken tendies at this restaurant. Like, everything's just ruined for me. Just let me dry this sock out. No, the sock's wet, sweetie. I don't have anyone over. The sock is wet.
Which doorknob was it on?
Bedroom.
The one that you touch frequently. Now you have a wet piece of clothing that's soaking and staining the doorknob.
I don't close the door all the way. Like it was an open door.
Soaking and staining the doorknob.
I'm just trying to help Jen out here, okay?
Soaking and staining it.
Look, maybe it's,
it's a doorknob.
Maybe it's
not
made of wood.
A place to hang a wet sock.
Yes, exactly.
Where are you going to put your wet sock?
Over the shower door.
I'm with you, man, but I would have just thrown
Drape
it back
it on the
dryer.
bathtub. Put it in the backyard. Just lay it on the grass.
Air dry it.
So just throw it in the dryer and leave it there. The next time the dryer is going to go in use.
Great call, Dawson. You could just put it in the dryer without turning it on, and it will still air dry.
Yeah, I guess things could still air dry in there. Yeah, you're right. Well, look, I won't do it again just because it just caused too much controversy. But when I went to college, I didn't stay in dorms or anything like that, so I don't know how often people did that. But I can see people like you just
it happened a lot. Not for me. Let me be absolutely clear.
But you would see socks on the doorknob a lot.
My roommate, yeah. I was on the reverse end of the sock on the doorknob several times.
Oh, so it was basically get lost. For you?
It was my freshman year.
Make yourself busy.
I had a great roommate freshman year, and he was such a nice guy. And then the second semester, he started hooking up with this girl, and I believe to this day they're actually married and have a whole family. So God bless him. It was wonderful. But that whole second, like my whole spring semester of my freshman year, I was essentially not allowed in my dorm room.
Wow, that's and you know what the worst part? I've heard this story. And you know what the worst part was, Doss? He would use Matt's sock. Matt would go and he'd see his own sock on that doorknob.
How humiliating!
Yeah, dude,
and it was used too.
Oh, that's so brutal. That sucks, man.
Yeah, it was a little rough. But
you should have just done it to him.
Side, my next door neighbor, I should have. Well, geez. Tell that to the fucking 500 smoking hot girls at my college. Just
to have some alone time in your room, at least, you know.
Oh yeah, put the sock on for alone time. That's good. That's not embarrassing.
No, but I mean, just like,
dude, Matt's got a girl there. No, man, he just put it up there when he's by himself.
Okay, I didn't realize. I would not have done well in college. Then I probably would have done it like, I just want to watch the TV show alone without any interruption here. Just do the sock, but. There wasn't any better signal than that because that's just so obvious. It's so lame. Like, oh god, freaking has a sock on the doorknob or like a tie around the doorknob. You can't do something a little more subtle. Put something like a guitar pick on the floor. Put a little hairband.
It's too subtle, then you risk the roommate not noticing it.
Oh.
It's got to really stand out.
I remember one time I was on a cruise and drunkenly just walking the halls because they have the open bar and we just stuffed our face with pizzas and we're walking back to our room and down these long halls. It looks like just like any hotel corridor, and we're walking by and I see 3 guys just sitting on the floor in the hall. Just like, with their knees in their hands, just sitting there, just quiet. And we're walking and we look like, you guys all right? And they go, yeah, friend has a girl in the room. So they're all 3 of them. There 4 guys in this room. 3 of them are just sitting out there, just waiting for him to be done. It's like, oh man, good for you guys. Good for you. Tim Murphy says, I listened to this week's episode, last week's episode, Walking the Streets of Dublin.
Dublin.
I was inspired. Been on the Watercooler meetup. Jenks was repping the
Did you go see Phil Lynott?
Yeah. Well, Phil, the Thin Lizzy statue. By the way, do you still have that picture? I know we both took pictures with that. I was trying to find it the other day. Yeah.
It's somewhere, dude. It exists somewhere.
Yeah. So he says, so I was inspired while walking the streets of Dublin. By the way, how cool is that people are listening to us all the way in Dublin?
That's amazing.
Freaking crazy.
That's radical.
Yeah, see, Matt, you have nothing to complain about. We have the best listeners, and we reach far and wide. This is wonderful stuff. See, woo, woo.
That was a total Bobo boy call
Yeah,
right there.
that's what I'm saying. So, Tim says, because while listening to that show, I was inspired to turn Dawson's contributions to the show into an Irish toast. May your cables remain out of sight. May your drinks come in excess. And may your stacked wood never be on fire. Cheers.
It's good. It's good. It's solid.
Good.
I mean, it's no
It's it.
may the wind be at your back, but you're there.
Did it say cheers or did it say the Irish word for cheers?
No, I said
Sláinte.
cheers. There was no Irish word. It actually ended at the end of the toast. But I think they say cheers. Why wouldn't you say cheers?
They don't. They
Sláinte.
have their own word, sláinte.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's actually a fantastic transition into my Chez Fond-du-Lait. Doesn't need to happen right this second, but sláinte, it's coming back. Just letting you know.
Dude, well,
Go.
let's freaking go into some Chez Fond-du-Lait. I love a fantastic transition. Here we go.
Oh no!
What type of foods might we hear of today? What might be the price? What might be the venue? So let's find out. It's time for Gary to say, hey, Matt.
Hey,
What's on the
Matt.
menu?
Yeah, Gary's not here. Sorry. All right. So this is actually the first of a two-part Chez Fond-du-Lait. This is the spectacular birthday celebration for my wife that happened a number of weeks ago. I haven't had a chance to talk about it yet because there's just been so many Chez topics to get to. But let me tell you guys about this bar. I've mentioned it before. I've been there before. It's called Here Nor There. And it's one of these super fancy schmancy cocktail bars. You actually
But where'd you
have
guys
to-
go?
It's called Here Nor There.
I get it. It's here nor there, but where's
No,
this
that's what
place?
it's called. That's what it's called. They have their own app. You have to like request the like passcode for the gate buzzer for them to let you in. It's like a true speakeasy. And the first time I went there, I told you guys the theme was colors. And so every drink was just named after a color. It's like a fancy cocktail bar. It was like, oh, have the orange or the green. Very I don't even know the right word for it, but kind of on the silly and unintentionally silly, pretentious. That's what I'm looking for. A little pretentious, but it's fun. They do switch up the theme every now and again. So we went there for my wife's birthday cocktails before the dinner, and I was stoked to see what theme they're gonna have this time. And I'm a little disappointed to report there actually were between themes. They're saying there's a new theme coming in like a month. But for now, we just kind of have like a greatest hits of past themes that we've done.
Our theme is purgatory.
Our theme is there is no theme. It's just a bunch of random shit, basically. So they had drinks from the colors menu. So I was like, I'm not going to have those anymore. They had another theme called minimalism, which
You don't
I'm
like
sorry.
colored drinks.
All right, Dawson, let's not go there.
Minimalism. So
minimalism,
what,
that's
the
not a
least
theme.
effort
Yeah, that's
that you
not
can
even a
possibly
theme.
put.
Theme. Yeah, exactly.
I'm
That's
not
a
drinking
theme.
anything on your minimalist. Like, here's a fucking shot of whiskey. Hope you have some apple juice to chase it. You know, like that. I don't want anything like that. They had another one that was milk washed highballs.
Milk wash? What does that mean?
It's like this weird process where they kind of distill the alcohol down. I was not interested in it. So essentially 3/4 of the menu was off limits to me. I was not going to have any of
this
these
is not
drinks.
okay.
This was not okay.
This is not
But
okay.
The existing sample menu was called globalism. I'm not generally a fan of globalism. However, I do like this idea that there'll be drinks from around the world. And so I decided to have a couple cocktails from the globalism menu. The first one was called Milk and Honey. It was rum, clarified milk. Huh? Chris, you like milk?
I like clarified milk.
So
That's
clear,
like a new
it's
thing.
clear.
It's like clear milk.
It's like a
Exactly.
process they do
Okay.
where they separate it. Some of my drinks at my wedding had like clarified milk in it.
It was served in like fancy china, like pinkies up tea time kind of thing with like a dehydrated pineapple. I gotta say, it was pretty fucking good.
Yeah. Okay, this is okay now.
That was pretty good. Round 2, sláinte. That was the name of the
Sláinte.
cocktail. All right.
There you go.
Bringing it back to sláinte, which again is the Irish word for cheers. It's spelled kind of funny, but I knew, because I've been to Dublin before, how to say sláinte. And as it turned out, the waiter was from Dublin. And he was like,
Dublin.
I'm really glad that you said it right, because a lot of people don't know how to say it right.
How do you spell it?
Do you know Phil Lynott?
Slainte. Like
Oh.
slain TE. A little strange.
yeah.
It's sláinte.
What does it mean?
So-
Like what? Why? People in Ireland speak English. What is that?
Maybe it's like an old Gaelic word. I actually don't know the
It's
origins
Gaelic,
of it.
yeah.
Whoa, Matt.
yeah.
Whoa. Jeez, dude.
So-
It means
gosh.
long life.
Kids listen to this show. I'm not trying to get
Lots
canceled
of
here.
potatoes.
So the sláinte
No more famine.
it's a classic.
St. Patrick drove out the snakes. It means all that stuff.
Yeah, it's all
It
those
means
things.
all that
Sláinte.
stuff.
Okay.
It's essentially their version of an Irish coffee. And he told me that this is the best Irish
The hair on
coffee.
my balls is red. It also means that, you know.
That's not what I
Yeah.
meant.
Now
when
I
said
get it.
though.
Yeah, but now I
Um,
understand what Dawson's saying.
This guy said this was the best Irish coffee you're ever going to have. And I said, well, you've obviously never been to the Miami International Airport, because I nearly missed a
Yep.
flight having that very drink. But I did
Hmm.
decide to go on this journey with the
What if
Irish
he had
waiter.
been to the
if he had?
Miami International
Yeah.
Airport?
Well, I'll tell you what, though. He was right. This actually was an even better Irish whiskey. And what made it so amazing was...
Wait, Irish whiskey or Irish coffee?
Sorry, Irish coffee.
Okay.
The cream at the top was like banana cream, and it was the texture of like just slightly melted ice cream. And again, you got the hot coffee and the whiskey underneath it, and so you just had this constant hot and cold and the mixing of the two, and it was spectacular.
Have you
Plus
been to
get
the Buena
coffee
Vista?
buzz.
In San Francisco?
I've not. No.
Okay.
Well, you can't really say anything, Matt, until you've tried that.
You gotta
Well,
try that.
I'll tell you what. Next time I go to New York, maybe I'll.
What do you
that.
do? A food segment or something? You haven't been there?
Yeah. Next time you
Next
go to
time,
New
next
York,
time.
Matt, this is what you do for the best Irish coffee. You go to New York, and you buy a plane ticket to San Francisco, because the Buena Vista's in San Francisco, and you take a flight to San Francisco.
Gotcha.
And you
Okay.
go to the Buena Vista, and you
Good
have
to
the
know.
best Irish coffee you've ever had.
Well, I'll tell you what. On the this week's Patreon episode, I will be continuing this two-part Chez Fondulé, as for my wife's birthday dinner, we went to a restaurant that's run by a semi-famous celebrity chef. Very hoity-toity stuff. I'll be happy to get into it next time. But until then, that's what's on the menu.
Yes. Speaking of, Dawson's about to cook something too. Wait, semi-famous celebrity chef, but you won't tell us who? We gotta wait for the Patreon.
Yeah, let's wait for the Patreon, man.
Okay.
Tease it.
Is
I
it,
love celebrity
Tease it.
chefs.
Is it Guy Fieri?
It's not
No,
Guy
it wouldn't be
Fieri.
Guy
No, if
Fieri.
I told Julie we're going out for dinner tonight, celebrity chef Guy Fieri.
Semi-famous. Wolfgang Puck.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be a name that you guys probably won't know, but maybe
Jose
I'll list
Andres.
maybe I'll list some credits and you'll start to understand what I'm saying.
Wiley Dufresne.
None of these things.
Stinky
Okay.
cheese.
Although I'll tell you
Andy
what,
Andy
Jose
Dufresne.
Andres. My
Is it-
God, bizarre.
is it
one of
Andy
my all-time
Dufresne?
favorites. Yeah, Shawshank Redemption, great movie.
And
Yeah.
all right. We'll can't wait to hear that. Make sure to tune in to Patreon. Go to patreon.com/watercooler for the continuation of Matt's Chez Fondulé's, which are now taking place as miniseries each one, because he's
You know, Prestige TV is the new movies, so I feel like a multi-part segment is the new singular podcast segment.
you're right. Our
I'm
movies
trying to play with the format.
our movies just getting like, I don't know, because people are more excited about TV shows now. Is it just because we like things stretched out a little longer? And then, like, when I watch movies, I'm like, that happened too fast. All that was just way too fast. I needed that to be a series.
I mean, I listen to a great movie podcast called The Big Picture. It's part of the Ringer Podcast Network, and they recently had a conversation that was directly about how TV has sort of taken the place of 70s cinema. Lots of like gritty anti-heroes and amoral people. That's sort of what we used to expect that in movies like Taxi Driver and, you know, think movies from the 70s and 80s, but now it's kind of moved into TV, and all of the like Oscar Best Picture winners are all these super uplifting stories. And it's sort of like, why is it that movies now have, I guess they just have this financial incentive where you can't take the risk of being a little bit dark because you need to appeal to a global audience versus on TV, you don't have to risk as much money. And so you can take bigger risks in your storytelling. None of these ideas are mine. I just regurgitating what I listen to. But since you asked, I did. That's relevant.
I find it all interesting. Like in how back in the day, I mean, just even years ago, movie stars like, oh, I will never do a TV show. Like like TV shows are like frowned upon, but now like Harrison Ford's in a TV show, so it's Kevin Costner is in TV shows. It's kind of crazy. All right, anyway, let's go around and get our plugs in, and then we'll GTFO. So I'll start over there in Austin,
Champ
Texas.
has a plug.
Matt, what do you suggest everybody check out?
Well, I've got two things for people to check out, and they're both on the crime front. First, I have started a new gig. I'm now producing a new podcast called The Presumption, and there is now a trailer available on pretty much every podcast platform. Our first episode is going to drop this upcoming Tuesday, the 13th. If you guys have heard of the Alex Murdaugh case, very famous national headlines murders out of South Carolina, Alex Murdaugh's defense attorney is one of the hosts of this podcast, and the other host is a prominent defense attorney from Los Angeles. So I've been producing this show remotely. I'm super excited about it. The Presumption. So please subscribe, check out the trailer for that. And then also, coincidentally, my latest Sword and Scale Nightmares episode is available right now. The episode's called Kid Van. I describe it as an extra murdery version of Catch Me If You Can. It's about like a con man, but he kills a lot of people. So you can check that out as well. That's Sword and Scale Nightmares, and that episode's called Kid Van.
Look at Matt. Dude, keeping himself busy. So The Presumption and Kid Van. All right. Das, how about you?
So coming up next week is the Comedy Chateau Comedy Festival. And I got 3 shows on that opening night, Sunday, June 11th. And then Thursday night, the 15th, and Saturday night, closing night. And those are some pretty prime spots. So I got to bring some people. But you can get free tickets. Follow me at Los Angeles for the code. I think it's Fest Mike. But yeah, June 11th, June 15th, and June 17th in North Hollywood. Boom. Please try to come out one of those nights. It'll be a lot of fun.
All righty. And as for me, and by the way, Dawson's been getting the call to do a lot of stand-up, so please support. And it sounds like a fun festival. And as for me, follow DJ Khaled on Instagram for some of the best posts and golf posts you'll ever see. All right, that will do it for Watercooler. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you later this week for Patreon. Goodbye. We love you. Woo-woo. Woo-woo. Woo-woo.